So we're out at Lake Mojave today doing a 52-foot fun country houseboat. This boat is equipped with two 90-horse outboard motors. Obviously this is the port side outboard motor. This boat hasn't been out in the lake probably since last summer, so it's got a little bit of growth on it, but as soon as I take it out in the lake, most of that will come off. Props look really good. Never been dinged by anything. This is actually a pontoon houseboat. There's the starboard side outboard motor. Looks about the same as the port side. As I was saying, this is a pontoon type houseboat, so all the water tanks and all the tanks and everything are actually inside the aluminum pontoons. So we'll get video of the pontoons underwater, and then we'll go up and go in between the pontoons and look at the aluminum chassis and top of the pontoons up inside the houseboat. Everything looks good. This prop has no dings on it either. Spins very easily. This houseboat's in really good shape. I believe it's a 2006. A lot of this fur that, as I call it, that's on the pontoons, as soon as they take it out and bring it up to a little bit of speed, all that, most of that stuff will come off. At least all, you know, the stuff that's grown on there won't, but the stuff that's like hanging, looks like hair, that'll all come off from the friction of the water. So I'm swimming up the starboard side right now towards the front, and these pontoons are not round. These pontoons are, as you can see, flat surfaces. So it comes to a point up in the front. You can see the seam there where it's welded. This is an aluminum. These are aluminum pontoons, so this is an aluminum boat. All the chassis and everything up inside the in between the pontoons is all welded aluminum. It's all in really good shape. No corrosion of any kind on this boat that I could find. So this is the outside of the pontoon on the starboard side of the boat. And that seam that you see in the middle, that's actually the water line. So as you can see, I wipe it off. I can just wipe it right off with my hand. And it goes down there. I mean, there's a lot of calcium in the water at Lake Mojave and Lake Mead. So you get a calcium buildup on just pretty much anything that's in the water. But I can wipe it. I can wipe all that growth off just with my hand and right down to aluminum and calcium. So, like I said, when they take this boat out and throttle it up a little bit, most of that stuff is gonna come off. I'm underneath the starboard side pontoon now. Sun's kind of in a bad spot. Underneath looks really good. There's nothing, no dents, no cracks, no nothing. I mean, this boat's in really nice shape. There's the port side pontoon. So we'll go down the port side of the boat. Got some nice looking bass that are coming up to check me out and visit a little bit, I guess. So we're going down the port side of the pontoon now. On the inside of the boat, once we get down to the back where the motor is, I will then come back up the bottom. You'll be able to see this port side a little bit better because the sun's not right in my face. So we're going to come back up and look at the bottom of the port side pontoon, and you can see the structure. I'm on my back filming up now, so you can see the structure in between the pontoons through the water, and I'll come up out of the water and video that in a few minutes. So you can see the chines on the bottom of the pontoon. That just helps keep the boat straight when you're cruising around. This port side had a little more growth on it on the outside of the pontoon, as you can see on the right side of the picture right now, but nothing abnormal. And again, as soon as they take it out in the lake, all that's going to come off. So we're at the very front of the boat now. Pontoon comes down into a knife edge. I'm going to go back down. This side's a little bit closer to the dock, so it's a little bit harder to get right up on it like I did the other side, but you can definitely see it. And again, that line in the middle, that's the water line. So as you can see, there's some growth on it. Just comes right off. So that dock's right in the way. It's kind of hard for me to get right up on it, but doing the best I can here. So there's no dents, there's no dings. I'm not, doesn't even look like this boat's even really ever been beached before, but both of the pontoons are in excellent condition. I didn't see any issues of any kind. So we're getting towards the back of the port side on the outside of the pontoon now. You can see start to see the props on the two outboard motors. That's the very back of the pontoons. So we're going to come up. Now we're in between the pontoons underneath the boat. So you can see it's all welded aluminum. There's some of the venting in each side. So as I mentioned in the beginning, all of the freshwater tanks, blackwater tanks, gray water tanks, all the tanks in this boat are actually inside the pontoon. So all this hosing and piping all goes to the tanks that are inside the pontoons, protected. And then the piping obviously goes through the structure of the boat. You can see the piping there that's going into the tanks that are inside the pontoons. Very well made boat. And that's all PVC. You can see that's PVC pipe. So if there was ever an issue with anything, it would be very easy to replace. Go right down to Home Depot or Lowe's and buy that pipe. No problem. All the welds look really good. There's no corrosion underneath the boat anywhere. This is all I-beam aluminum. This boat is extremely well built. So I'm getting up towards the front of the boat. You can see it's reinforced where the front porch is. Now we're at the very front of the boat. So I'm going to go turn around and I'm going to video down the starboard side of the boat now. You can see all the tubing and piping and everything that runs up on top of the pontoon. Keeps out of the water, out of the way, keeps it safe. Where it crosses over, it's all protected up inside the I-beam. That's all PVC pipe. Hot and cold water coming out of the floor. Now we're at the back of the boat again. There's the top of the Evinrude 90 horse outboard motor on the starboard side. You've got the port side motor, identical motors. Evinrude E-Tex. That rod connects the two motors for steering. That's the back porch where it's reinforced and protected. I've got the camera laying right on the water right now. So I'm just going back up the middle of the boat so you can see the flooring. All the flooring looks perfect. There's no rotting. There's no issues with it at all. Looks like brand new. So I'm headed up towards the bow of the boat. That's as far from the bottom as I can get because I'm right on the top of the water. So apologize that it's so close, but got to work with what I got. So there's we're at the bow of the boat, and that's looking at the dock. There's the front of both pontoons, and I'll head back down with the camera as close to the water as I can get it. We're going right down the middle of the boat right now. You can see where the tubing goes up through the floor and into the houseboat. You can see all the welds were at the back of the boat again. I'm going to go out behind the boat.
Hey, Ken.
It looks like it's probably your gray water. There's a pipe that's unhooked down here. Do you want that unhooked?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's, I think that's
Oh, yeah.
the shower.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta fill my gray water, fill my gray water.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm just going to take some pictures of from the water line of the boat. Move to each side so you can see what it looks like. Really nice boat. Very well taken care of. So there's the starboard side of the boat. Nice big upstairs sun deck and awning. I'll move over to the port side of the boat and kind of take the same video of the port side of the boat. Again, this is a 52-foot fun country on Lake Mojave, Nevada. Might be Lake Mojave, Arizona. I'm not sure. I know there's a state line around there somewhere, so it's Lake Mojave. And there's the port side of the boat from the water. Nice back porch, nice awning, stairs that go up.